I'm back again. It's Barry at Barrington Printing, and continuing along with our thank you videos. This would be thank you video number 5, and I'm going to attempt to thank all the people involved with the evolution of our logo right now. I was at Fenway Park recently this year, and one of the hallways down there, they had the evolution of the Boston Red Sox logo, and it had year after year after year, and how it kind of changed over the years with the B and the sock and so forth, and got me thinking a little bit about our evolution of our logo. Started in 1981. In the summer of 1981, I actually had a young lady who graduated from Davies, where I used to teach, who was a very artistic person. Her name was Doreen Collin, helped me with my first logo. And that first logo, because of being in Barrington near the beach where the ocean stayed, we incorporated some seagulls in the layout of our first logo. We went on to our next logo. I think was an illustration of an old printing press. I kind of was going along with the theme of old-fashioned service, and we used an old-fashioned press illustration on our second evolution of our logo. We hit the third evolution of our logo with a little bit of a story. I'm going to try to make this fast. My wife and I were at Brimfield's one summer looking at different things they were having for sale at Brimfield's Antiques and so forth, and I came across this bicycle being driven around by a guy. Well, we're there all day, made a couple of trips back home with furniture and so forth. Finally, on the way back for the third time, my wife Sharon said to me, "You really want that bicycle, don't you?" I said, "Well, we could use it for the print shop. It could be our new logo. We could stress old-fashioned service, delivery, jiffy delivery. Maybe I could even get my son Keith, who was probably a teenager at the time, to ride it around town a little bit and make some local deliveries." Don't think that ever happened. But to make a long story short, I went back. This was probably in 1985, and I made an offer to the guy on the bike, which he didn't accept, and he finally said that I won't take a penny less than $800. It's 1985. That was a lot of money. A lot of money today. But I said to my wife, well, it'll be an investment in our marketing efforts and so forth, and I'll have it illustrated. We'll use it as our logo, and sure enough, bought the bike, brought it home, hired an illustrator by the name of Lynn Fletcher to illustrate the bicycle, and we used this as our logo for jiffy delivery service, old-fashioned service. Buying the bike for $800 really bothered me. Next year I go back with my wife, and everybody that sells furniture has got an old rusty bike with them. So trying to play like the Columbo character, I said, "Hey, you got an old bike there. How much you asking for that bike?" It's an old rusty bike, not pristine like this. The guy said, $400. I said, $400 for an old bike like that? He was kind of annoyed. He said, "Listen, buddy, somebody had spent $800 for a bike here last year." I looked at my wife and I said, "What an idiot." So that's how we got the bike. It served us well. We probably had that logo from 1985 to the early 90s, and in probably 1991 we actually asked my brother Rick, who's a graphic designer, to come up with a new logo for us. So he incorporated the B with the P. We changed our name from Barrington Printing Copy to Barrington Printing, and Rick came up with this logo. We came up with this logo back in maybe 2000, and this has been our logo ever since. So this is a thank you video. I'm basically thanking, I guess, going back to Doreen Collin, who did our first layout for our logo, and our second logo, which was the illustration of a printing press. I guess I have to thank Clip Art for that. We just got it out of a Clip Art book. Then we went to the BP logo, which we still use today, and I have to thank my brother Rick Kudo for that. Very talented graphic designer who still does all of our graphic design for our marketing efforts now. And then I have to thank Insight Marketing for the changing of the colors and the modification of the layout. So thanks everybody.